Hello viewers, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to talk to you about why I love staying in a town like this and why I wouldn't want to go to the regional capital or the big cities where everybody wants to go and stay. The crowd alone even puts me off. So let's go straight into this video and see what you have. Welcome once again to today's video. It's been a while since we met face to face like this, and today we are going to do that since it's been a long time and I really miss you guys. So let's do this. Today I'm going to talk to you about 5 reasons why I love staying in smaller towns and villages if I get a chance. The first reason why I like staying in smaller towns rather than the big cities and the regional capitals is that in the smaller towns I get affordable rent. Rent is relatively affordable and it helps me save a lot of money within a month, which most of you living in the big cities cannot do. And when you compare prices of accommodation, you can see that where I live helps me to save a lot and it is very, very affordable. Now let's go to the second reason, since I wouldn't want this video to be very long. Food prices here, foodstuffs is very, very cheap. So the farmers and all those who produce those foodstuffs are here with us in the smaller towns or villages, and they produce and take them to the big cities to go and sell. Sometimes the sellers themselves have to come to these areas to come and buy, and so they have the actual price of the foodstuff, they have the transportation costs before they add their own commission or interest to whatever they are coming to buy. So at the end of the day, they put everything together and they just push it on to the consumer. So at the end of the day, the prices of those foodstuffs become very, very expensive. And we those in those areas that those foodstuffs are planted, if you are not lazy, you can even go to where they pass to come to town. Then you go and buy the foodstuffs from the farmers themselves at first hand, and then you get it at a very cheap price as compared to you living in the city and buying it from there. Then I know there are some times that you can't even get some foodstuffs like cassava to buy in the regional capitals because it's a bit scarce. Where I am now, I can even call a farmer that I need cassava, and the farmer can go to the farm to go and get me the quantity or the amount that I need, which is very, very convenient. Also, you can get a piece of land here to farm. You can get somebody's land close to you where you can get some free kontomire, free pawpaw, free abedru, and some petty other stuff that it would have been sold to you in the cities, and here it is free of charge. Now let's go to the third point. The third point for which reason I love staying in smaller towns is that there is this kind of bond between neighbors. So you come and you see someone as your co-tenant and you become like one people. You stay with the person as family because we've all come from different places to come and stay here as visitors kind of. So when we come, we create families here with the people that we stay with, so that in case you have a problem, you have someone to lean on. When you go to town and you have dried your things on the drying line and it wants to rain, there will be someone to remove them for you, which you won't have to ask the person to do. Well, you can ask, but even if you don't ask, definitely if there's somebody at home, the person will remove them for you. I've stayed in Accra before, I've stayed in so many places in Ghana before, and I can tell you for a fact that staying in the cities is a bit different from staying in the smaller towns. So in the city, sometimes you can even be in the same house with somebody and you may not even be able to talk to the person. It's just about greeting and that kind of bond that we get here in the smaller towns. I don't think it is in the big cities, since I've experienced city life before. Now let's talk about the fourth point why I love to stay in the smaller towns. There is no traffic. There is nothing like traffic, and if you want to travel from here to another place, you don't have to leave early like dawn because of traffic. You just have to leave home at the time that you want to, at your own pace. You drive yourself to your destination, unless by all means you don't leave home early and you get late before you have to speed up to reach your destination early. But apart from that, there's nothing like traffic, for which reason you have to rush and drive speedily. And so I love living in smaller towns because there is no traffic. Then the last but not the least point which I want to talk to you about is that general goods and services is relatively cheap, or even cheap. I can say that on point or on record, because I've stayed in the big cities before and I've stayed in the smaller towns also, and I'm even living in a smaller town here now, and I can tell you that services in this place cannot be compared to services in the city or the regional capital. So this my hair is locked. I do lock it here for 50 Ghana Cedis. But if I should go to the big city, even in Sawam, which isn't so much a big city, I was charged 130 Ghana Cedis to lock this particular hair. And if you check other things like prices of general prices of goods and services, you see that the cities have prices that are quite expensive as compared to the prices over here. So you check transportation, you check electricity bills, you check water bills, you check prices of even dress, food, normal food that they buy or they cook by the roadside that we buy, like fufu, bankun, omutio, and all those foods. You can compare the prices and see that the price that they sell at this particular place wouldn't be the same as in the big city. It's obviously going to be expensive in the big cities and the regional capitals. It helps me save a lot of money and it gives me some peace of mind. It takes me close to nature. You know, everything is natural here and no GMOs and all that. Free coconut, free all those free things. You go to villages to go and work with them and you are gifted with a lot of food stuff. You come back and your boot is full of foodstuffs, and you can't get this in the cities. So in all, these and many other reasons are why I love to stay in the smaller towns. So thank you for watching and do subscribe to the channel. Bye for now.